On Mother Kelly's doorstep, down Paradise Road. It's not Paradise Road, is it? What is it? Down Collodion Road. No, I don't know that song. Why do I always try and sing songs that I don't know the words of? Today, we're going to talk Eastenders. You have to get excited about it because it's so dull at the moment. How dull is Eastenders at the moment, guys? Super dull. But first, I'm going to have to do this. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. Eastenders. What have the writers done to Eastenders? They've changed it. They bring in all these people that we don't like. They do the storylines that we don't like. They do half a story. And then they finish it. So none of us know what's happened or what's going to happen. Is there going to be a solution to a problem they initiate? No, quite often there isn't. We've had Denise and Kush have been seeing each other off and on for some time. We thought they were going to move on. We thought they were going to get to the stage where they're going to move in together. Did they? No. Denise disappears. We don't know where she went. After the Shaki thing, and Shaki's mum played brilliantly by Bonnie Langford, and I'll remember her name in a minute. Anyway, Carmel, that's it. After Carmel goes off to Dubai, all of a sudden Denise has disappeared as well. Where's Denise gone? Nobody said. Then she comes back and finishes with Kush. No reason for it. She hasn't found out that he had a one-night stand with somebody who was working in the restaurant once. You remember that? Nothing came of that. So anyway, Denise comes back. She's finished with Kush. That's it. The next thing we know, we've got Karen Taylor's ex keeps floating around. All of a sudden he seems to have dive-bombed back into the square, not on his own. He's brought along a daughter who's about 8 or 9. And he seems to have moved back into the square. But where's he staying? We don't know where they're staying. All we know is that he's a handyman. So he does a lot of jobs around the square. But is he back with Karen? He keeps palming his daughter onto Karen to look after. What's happening there? And now he's sniffing around Denise. Are they going to put those two together? What's his name? Mitch. That was it. As if it's not confusing enough, we've got the Mitchells in the square and we've now got a Mitch. Thanks for that. That was a good idea. Anyway, what's going to happen? Is Denise now going to pair up with Mitch? Who knows? Who cares? The Slaters obviously live in a TARDIS of a terraced house in Walford. They have got about 14 people living in that house. Some of them go AWOL for weeks at a time. Nobody mentions them. We haven't seen Whitney for months. She came back this week. Where's she been? We don't see Tiff in the house. We see her out and about with these druggy people that seem to have taken her in and are getting her to do things that they shouldn't be doing, like supplying drugs. The drug baroness seems to be about 18. And she's got she's like the female equivalent of Fagin. She's got all these little kids doing things for her. Or like, yeah, they are kids. They're about 16, 17-year-olds. And one of them is Tiff. So we've got that story going. I don't like that story. I don't like it. Anyway, that's beside the point. We've also got, we want to talk about the Slaters. The Slaters also have Mo in there, who looks like she's been tangoed for the last 20 years. Her skin must be like rhino skin. It is so brown and crinkled. It's not a good look. Stop it. Stay off the tanning studio beds. Let's have a drink. Martin is the only guy that lives in that house now because he's married to Stacey. Alf is now disappeared. But he's left this note for Kat to say, don't worry, have faith in me. And then he leaves a load of money for her. What's happened to the money? We don't see what's happened to the money. All we see is Kat finding it and like this note, but we don't see what happens to the money. What is the meaning of the money? Kat's got her 3 kids back, plus she's looking after Hayley's baby, but she can't cope. So she goes off to the hospital to say to Hayley, look, I need help in the house because I'm stuck with your child while you're getting seen to for your mental health issues and your drinking. So then Katie? Who's Katie? Hayley then does a runner from the hospital. So I'm exhausted. So at the moment, we've got about 500 children in that house, about 16 women and 1 man in the Slater's house. Nobody can look after the baby apart from Kat. What a load of rubbish that is. Anyway, so now what have they decided to do? I know, they said, let's give Jean cancer. Oh, really? Don't do it to her. I love Jean. My favourites in Eastenders are Jean Slater and Stacey. They're my 2 favourites. And someone said they're going to kill her off. If they do, well, that's that. I won't be happy. So, as I say, these new writers that apparently have now come in, they're going to bring some old people back. Great, I thought. Who are they going to bring back? All of a sudden, they had Tamwa. Remember Tamwa? Who went off to, wherever? New Zealand, was it? Was it New Zealand? Somewhere like that. Australia. He went off with Mick and Linda's daughter. Were they together? I think they were. So all of a sudden, he's phoning up, wanting to speak to Mick. He, being a young gent, wants to ask Mick whether he can marry the daughter. The daughter's name is Hayley. No, I don't know. Don't care. Anyway, they've said yes. Does that mean that Tamwa's coming back? I don't know. I quite like Tamwa. I thought he was funny. I'll think of the girl's name in a minute. Does it matter, really? In the whole scheme of things, does it matter if I can't remember the daughter's name? Cheryl? No. It's nearly there. It sort of really flashed across my eyes then. Nancy! Nancy. Right, there you go. So, what else? Kathy's back. And they've now decided they're going to pick up where they left off. So they're going to put Kathy with Tamwar's dad, Masood. All of a sudden, they can't keep their hands off each other. And remember, when they got together, firstly, Kathy's son was not best pleased and made his feelings very well known and was downright mean to Masood and Kathy. Now, a few months down the road, he seems all right about it. And he's going off to New Zealand to see his son. So Kathy and Masood are going to play Mr. and Mrs. in Ian's home, and Ian doesn't mind. All Ian said was, well, be careful with the neighbours. I wish they'd get their act together, guys. Not them two, but I wish the writers would get their act together. We're being tied up in knots. We are. Confused. Confused.com. That's what I am, watching me Tenders. And I've been watching Tenders for years. That's all I'm going to talk about today because there's so much. There's just so much. So I'm going to try and bring out another one very, very soon and talk about different things because there's so many different things going on. I haven't even touched on poor old Keanu and old Tangoed Sharon. Haven't even touched on that one. So keep a look out for it. I will be doing it in the next few days. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to Jan's Reviews, and take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. Bye bye for now.